Hey everyone, thank you for clicking on this video in the first place. This is a short clip taken out of a full podcast episode that is going to be released in the near future. So all I ask you to do is, if you do enjoy it, to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss when the full podcast episode comes out and when other full podcast episodes come out. There's a lot talked about in this, not just what was in this short clip, so I highly recommend you do that. And I hope you enjoy the rest of it. I think girl on girl, girl versus girl, like the comparison. In my opinion, I think it's a lot more brutal than guy on guy, like guys versus guys.
Yeah.
Do you agree, and why?
I do agree. I think it's just kind of the nature of the beast in a way. I feel like women just like I don't even know. Like, are just kind of connected to each other like in different ways than men are. If that makes any sense.
Like women are?
Yeah. Like,
Yeah, I can see that.
Men just think more logically and women just think more emotionally.
Yeah, that's
So, like,
true.
I think that just affects how the relationship they have with one another with women compared to men.
There was a study. I heard this from Chris Williamson.
Okay.
There was a study.
Shout out Chris.
And yeah, for real. And they took a test of somehow they judged the love or the sympathy that they felt for one another. And they did this with a girls basketball team and a guys basketball team. And the guys actually had more love for the guys on the other team than the girls had for the girls on their own team. So they're more competitive against like their own team than the guys are against the other guys. And that kind of, like, I knew girls were competitive with each other, but they're brutal. Like, they are brutal with each other.
Yeah.
They'll talk each other down. They'll talk behind their back. Guys, like, what do we do when we don't like a guy? We kind of just don't talk to them.
Yeah,
right?
that's the worst part. Is a woman will be like, I've seen it before, and I'm sure you have too. You'll be talking to a girl, oh, I don't like her, blah blah blah. The next thing you know, she'll walk through the door. Oh my god! But so like that's frustrating. And I think comparing that to men, like, I guess like when we have issues, I just like to straight up confront whoever I have the issue with.
Yeah,
we've done that. I'm not going to name names, but we've done that in our friend group. You know what I mean? So I think we should put an emphasis to do it face to face because it's just more respectful. But for the most part, I think men in general, and like we kind of just let it be known that there's an issue and we want to talk about it.
Either that or we just don't talk. Like, if you don't want to be friends, the reason we did that is because we wanted to be friends,
right? Still,
and so we wanted to fix it. And because obviously, like, if there's a problem, the last thing you want to do is just ignore it. It's just going to get worse.
Yeah, and I mean, at times I feel like there's some stuff that I guess some problems can be kind of ignored. But again, as I said earlier, I feel like a lot of it with men is like it only really creates problems when some dynamic of that relationship is changed from it.
That's true.
So whenever that happens with men, I think they're like, for the most part, if you're with a healthy friend group, they're like, okay, that's the line, like.
And that's actually kind of, we didn't bring that explicitly up in the last one, but we said that a good friend is someone you can tell good and bad news to, and they're not going to try and one-up you.
Right.
Because, like, we can be competitive, but I promise you, if I got a girlfriend, you'd be very happy for me. You wouldn't, like, tell me something that you thought would, like, one-up that. Because you actually care about me.
Right.
Like, if you weren't my friend, then you just, like, try and be like, okay, don't care. But you're a good friend, so you'd be happy for me.
Right, and we've had those conversations, and if anything, it's more like, oh, I can't wait for a double date.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
right?
you're going to get a girlfriend first? Like, come on.
Yeah.
So.
It's like that meme where...
I see a lot of memes, Joey.
A group of 3 guys are together. One of them's leaving, and the 2 guys are like, oh, I hate you. Go, get out of here. And then the guy goes away, and the guys are like, oh, love that dude. And then the
He's
girls,
the best.
and then the girls at the bottom are like, "Bye, girlie, love you." And then the girl leaves, and they're like, oh, "I hate
He's
her."
the fucking worst.
That's literally that's so true.
It is true.
It's so true.
See, the internet is good for some things.